Brewster, can you see me, boy?
You ready?
Yeah, you can hear me. You see me, boy? Kenny, you there, man? All right, we're in the building, guys. Yes, yes. Y'all bear with me here. That's my guy. There you go. There you go. Man, technology is something else, man. Boy, I tell you, man, I couldn't even play my intro well. Anyway, we'll get that done. You know what I'm saying? When we finally drop the podcast. This is a live show, man. You know how we do it, man. Hey, thank you guys for tuning into Real Talk with Mike still. Yes, I'm still in the building, man, after all these years putting it down, man. As you know how I know how to do it. Man, I have a special guest in the building. Kendrick and Brewster in the building, man. In the building. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm alive and free, so I'm super happy.
That's
and ain't
it?
no point in complaining because don't nobody want to hear all that.
Hey, man, you know what happens, boy? When you complain, you just be you will only be known as a complainer.
That's it.
That's it. Nobody want to hear that, man. I ain't got time for that, man. It's too much growth out here. Get off your butt. Stop complaining. Do something about it. I heard you say something like that too, and I like when you talk like that. It get me going, boy. Get my hype.
That's a good thing, then, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, before we get into anything, man, so I want you to tell me, man, people are calling me. What is one word that describes Bossman Brewster? One word.
Transformative.
Woo! That's hot. Transformative.
Yes, sir.
I like that. I like that. Man, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, man, y'all give it up for my guy, man. My guy, Kendrick Brewster.
Yes, sir.
Give it a round of applause. In the building.
In the building.
In the building, man. So Kendrick, man, we just gonna chop it up, man, like we did before, man. But I want to introduce you to a new audience, man, new group of people who may not know who Kendrick, Mr. Bossman Brewster is.
I got you.
We're gonna lay some groundworks today, man. Some foundation, if you will. We're just gonna go there, man, conversate for the next 30 minutes. You and I, whatever it takes, we're gonna get it done. Cause the only way we know how to do it is to get it done.
Yes, sir.
That's it, man. So, hey, man, I want to start with, I'm not going to go so far back, man, but back enough. Early childhood, man. Middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Where you grew up at, man? Where you from?
Man, I'm from Dallas, Texas, by way of Oak Cliff. I grew up in the streets, coming from a urban neighborhood, a lot of gang banging, hustling, robbing. That's sort of lifestyle. You know how it is growing up in the streets.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, sound like some of my life, man. Yeah, man, down in South Florida, man, getting it in, man. So you grew up in Texas. Growing up was urban community, getting it down. Talk about mom and dad, man, for a moment.
So I actually never knew who my dad was.
Oh man, our story sounds similar already, man.
Mike, you here, Mike? Um, Now, but actually, my grandparents raised me. My mother,
There
she
you
was the
go.
product of the streets, so you know, she was my mama, but she was really my sister. You know, she had me when she was 14. So,
Man, we ain't brothers, are we? Man, go ahead.
hey, now, you know, they say we all come from the same struggle, just a different dysfunction.
Man, hey, speak on it, brother. And now that you talk about that, man, let me just throw this disclaimer. Well, this reference. This month is National Mental Health Awareness Month. I am a mental health counselor too by trade. So hey,
Okay,
man, hey, we talking, everything. I mean, like we all are in some ways affected by some type of trauma in our lives.
correct.
We just need to know how to cope with it, deal with it, and not allow that to hold us hostage. But let's go, baby. Let's go. So you never knew father, and mom was like a sister to you, and grandparents raised you.
Right.
Yeah. How was that living with grandma and granddaddy?
Actually, man, it was A1. You know, as they got up in age and I was beginning to get older, you know, they was too old to be dealing with me. They too old and I'm too young.
Yeah.
So,
Now that's typical though, bro. That's
oh yeah,
typical, man. Yeah.
it's difficult for older parents, you know, especially grandparents, to be raising their grandkids, and they was already up in age. But I will say they most definitely installed morals and principles and values and things along those lines. And it was just, I tell people, the streets is like a drug. One hit and you're addicted. I got a
Oh yeah.
hit of them streets, man, and it was up from there.
That thing, hey man. Yeah, boy, you gotta hit in the streets and make it fast cash and all that good stuff that comes along with it, man. Yeah. Now in middle school, did you play any sports?
I tried to play a little football, but by that time I had done started adapting the identity of wanting to be a gangster. So the more I was adapting to that and seeing them movies, and like I say, all it takes is one hit of them streets and it's over with. I was addicted. So by the time I hit middle school, I was already going to juvenile. I'm packing pistols. We already selling dope fiend rentals. You know, we was
Yeah.
already jumped off the porch knee deep in them streets at a
So
young age.
so in middle school, you was out there.
Yeah, middle
Yeah.
school, we already gang banging, selling dope, robbing. We already knee deep into that. You know, like I say, my mama, she a product of the street. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
she wasn't really my mom. She was more like a sister to me.
Oh, okay. And she wasn't she didn't tell you, you know, she wasn't able to tell you what was right. I mean, for you to take it serious anyway, she didn't tell you what was right. And even if she tried to say, baby, I don't want you out here, you know, you should be doing A, B, and C. But she wasn't the person that could give you that answer. Oh, I mean,
Now
could
and then
chastise you in a way.
my mama, you know, she was raised in a household where you grown enough to have him, he going with you. He ain't gonna be sitting there up in the house with us. So
Right.
everywhere my mother went, I had to go with her.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Is mom still around now?
She actually passed away while I was in prison.
Oh man, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. So grandparents still around too?
They all passed away while I was gone.
Oh man. Oh man. So did you have a chance to finish high school or did you go to high school?
I actually didn't. I went to prison when I was 17.
Oh man.
So right when I got to high school, that's right when I caught my case. They sent me off.
Oh, okay. And all right, let's talk about that then. What led you to prison? Can you,
I tell people what I know to believe to be true is the fact that, you know, when you're young, you're impressionable, you want
yeah,
to be down, you allowing the wrong people to influence you, you will look up and find yourself in prison with a lot of time,
easily.
easily,
Easily.
especially when you don't have the right influences around you, or you know you still trying to prove something that means nothing. You know, when you don't have the correct navigation system around you, you'll go the wrong way.
Yeah. So easy, man. So easy.
Yes, sir.
So at the age of 17, you caught a case. talk about that case. I mean, you don't have to go in great detail, but talk. I mean, like what you said case? What case?
So I had 4 aggravated robberies with deadly weapons and 4 aggravated assaults with deadly weapons. Me and my partners, we went out one night. We out hitting licks, and we went to go hit this particular lick. We draw down on some people, and it went haywire. It was a little girl there who caught everybody's attention, and once the little girl showed up, mayhem took place. From there, people were shot. I was apprehended. Off to prison I go. Mind-blowing experience. You never know, or you never think prison is real until you sitting on that bus and you shackled from foot, hand to your wrist. You find out how real prison is.
When did it sink in for you? Cause man, like you're a 17-year-old kid, man. 17-year-old kid who did stupid stuff. Now we ain't gonna. And now you on your way to the big house, man.
It set in on me when they told me to strip, get out of them. I say strip, yeah, strip. I got all the way down to my boxes and socks. They were like, boy, I said strip. I say I did. No, take all that off. Turn around, bend over, squat, cough.
It got real, huh?
Oh, it got real quick.
At 17 years old, you like, man, I'm here.
Bend over, squat, cough.
Man, this is it.
This it. You in a man's prison right now.
So navigating those walls, man. Like, how did you, like navigate those walls, man? With OGs. I mean, like how that in the system, man. We ain't talking about juvenile correction because, juvenile correction. Don't get me wrong, it's a form of incarceration, but you normally deal with kids maybe from 13, 10 years old to 17 years old.
Right.
Yeah. But we talking about a 17-year-old kid in a man's world.
So my mama had kind of already gave me the blueprint as far as when I get there. The little money we got is for you to be able to get your appliances because I was doing a little time. She made sure that I was aware of understanding we don't have the type of family that's gonna be writing you, visiting you. So this little money we got that we finna give you right now, you want to go and get everything you gonna need because you're gonna be there for a while. When you get there, let them know you out of Dallas, let them know you out the hood, and the same way you was representing out here, make sure you go in there and do the same thing. So that was something that my mother told me.
Wow. So mom have some knowledge about, the information that she gave you. Did she ever do time?
She done been to prison.
Okay. So she gave you pretty much the blueprint what worked for her.
Right.
Yeah. And you just had to execute it. Yeah.
I executed it to the T.
Yeah. So now she mentioned that we don't have the kind of family that would visit or write and all that. So how did going to prison affect relationships with your family members, particularly your grandma and your grandparents?
Well, granted, my grandparents was disappointed in the direction in which I had chose to go. But
Absolutely.
once time went to pass, and once you're in there for so many years, you'll become out of sight, out of mind. So man, I never heard from uncles and aunties and cousins and all that was.
That's amazing how that happens, right? It happens all the time, man. And I'm even guilty of being a part of that system too. Until I realized when I got older that man, when people need you most in those situations.
So they do, but I always tell people, I know I put myself in that position, and I know what type of family I come from. So my mother on to me and my brothers, we were the black sheep of the family. So it's kind of understood that if you get into some trouble, you're on your own.
Yeah, I guess you're right. When you know your dynamic, your family dynamic and all that come with it, you have the expectations of what you're looking at, basically.
Correct.
Yeah, so I guess you're right, man. So I dig it. You know what I'm saying? So what about friends and family that support you in prison? I mean, do you have any homeboys, homegirls that kind of say, okay, my dog in prison, We got to ride for him for a minute.
Nah, man. That's why I often tell the homies today, you'll spend your whole life giving first-hand loyalty to a second-hand cause, only to find out that ain't none of these people your friend.
Yeah. That was a hard lesson to learn.
It was. I believe the reason it was so painful for me is because I really gave them my all. Like it was a point in time I would have killed for these guys. I would have died
Yeah.
for them. Like I'm talking about at the drop of a dime behind one of these guys, man. I'm willing to kill, steal, or destroy,
Yeah.
only to find out that it's not even that type of loyalty and love.
Man. Yeah, that gotta, like you giving your all on one side of the ball or the coin, then somebody else is just like giving you very mediocre
Right.
experience. And somebody that you can't count. Man, I experienced that lately here too, man. Not on the same spectrum, I would say, but just being a loyal friend to somebody that turned their back on me. That I never would
Yeah.
have thought that they would do that. You
And,
know?
and the kick will be once you done really gave them your all like that, and you see what they do to you, it'll hurt you.
Yeah, man, I ain't like I tell my other friends that I'm actually hurt about this relationship because for years, man, we called each other brothers. But for some reason, it's not what I didn't do anything. I be man enough to say it because that's what you should be. Man enough to admit your faults and your wrongs.
Mm-hmm.
But just off GP, man, just start really just, for lack of a better word, Kendrick, hating on me. But some people don't like to see you succeed, don't like success. They don't like the way it look on you. So when they see you succeeding, they've seen you when you're down. Now when they see you up, some people can't clap for that.
It be mind blowing to me because what they think is up, it's not even up. The
Go,
party's just
go.
getting started.
Boy, you preaching. Boy, hey, hey, TDJ, no, just I saw a picture of you and TDJs together hanging.
Yeah, I went to a federal prison with him, man. TD
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, solid as a rock. But, bruh, they kind of look at they kind of look at what they think they see, and don't really know the hard work and all the stuff that you've done to get to a point. And you still ain't where you want to be, and you still growing as a person. Every day you're living, if you're not dying, you're supposed to be growing.
Well, one of their problems is they can never fully appreciate what they got going on because they paying too much attention to you.
Absolutely. One of my biggest saying, don't never compare yourself to others. It's always gonna be a major letdown.
I swear.
Yeah. It's always gonna be, keep on grinding, keep on moving, keep on pushing, and just be the best person that you can be today. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we can do, man. That's
Yes,
all we can
sir.
do. So what was your wake up call, man? Can you talk about that? That wake up call to say, hey man, damn, I'm locked up. I'm down. I need to change. What was that? What was that
The
like
wake
for
up
you?
call for me was my little brother getting killed while I was in prison.
Jesus. I wasn't even ready for that. I would.
That was my wake up call. Just
How young was you?
my brother was 16 when he got killed.
Man. And you were 17 when you went in.
I
How
was
old were you?
17 when I went to prison.
And how old were you when he got killed?
I think I was 22, 23.
That's tough. That's
Yeah.
tough. And you were locked down then.
I was in prison.
And were you able to go to the funeral?
Not at all.
God, golly, boss man. Mm.
Yeah.
So, boss man, how many years that you did in prison?
I done 13.
13 years in prison.
Day for day.
Day for day. During the 13 years that you was incarcerated, right? You lost both of your grandparents, your mama, and your brother.
Correct.
Wow. Man, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, in general.
So you don't really know the reality of that until you get out of prison.
Yeah.
When you in prison and they telling you people dying, you hearing it, you know, you thinking about it, but it don't really affect you until it's when you walk out of there and it's time to go get some of mama chicken fried steak and it's time to go get some of mama dressing
Mm.
and that's no longer available to you. That's when
Mm.
the reality of the individual you lost while you was in prison, that's when all that's gonna really hit you.
Man, come on, man. Well,
Yeah.
you're preaching again, man. And you know, and I gotta be, frank with not frank, I gotta be Mike with you. But I never gone to jail, thank God, I never
That's a good thing. You
yeah,
was smarter than me.
yeah. Well, I don't know if I was smarter than you, or it was just in God's grace and mercy, that and I saying he didn't have you didn't have the mercy and grace. I'm just gonna credit that to him. But I will say this, man. I remember getting ready to go home. My grandmother had died, and I went to the funeral in 1994. In 1996, I was getting ready to go home for Thanksgiving. I was in Birmingham at the time. I'm back here now, traveling back to South Florida to go see Grandma for Thanksgiving, and I was driving, Bossman Brewster. Man, I was driving home, man. Well, and I said, boy, I can't wait to get to Grandma's house to get some of this Thanksgiving food. Whoa, boy, it's gonna be on.
Mm-hmm.
And it dawned on me, man, at that time she had died. And I realized that I never grieved her death. Not even at the
Mm-hmm.
funeral. I was being strong for my sisters and my brothers, but I'm just speaking on how I kind of relate to what you're saying. That thing,
Oh no, I got you.
bro, that thing broke me down like a machine gun.
It'll really break you down when you thousands of miles away, knowing it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, I mean, God know. Now let me tell you, my mom died of a heroin overdose, and I was the one that pretty much found her and took her to the hospital. I called the ambulance, took her to the hospital, and drug overdose. And yeah, the rest is history.
I got you.
Yeah,
So you familiar with the trauma and you familiar with the effects that it has on the communities when these things is taking place in our households.
bro, I'm very familiar with it, man. I come from a long line of thugs and hustlers.
I
I
got you.
seen a lot of death. And I seen so much death at a young age no young man should see. Trust me, shouldn't see it. And from family members, uncles, and my grandmother had 7 kids. I seen them all die except 2 before I even graduated high school. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man. I'm just talking about relationships, or not even relationships. How we have trauma in our life. You know what I'm talking about? Like I relate to your story, man. Let's move it. Let's
So
keep it. Go ahead, bro.
most especially the average black man, he gonna be able to relate to it. We all come up in a lot of with similar backgrounds because especially them guys that come from the 80s. You were born in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely, 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 man. Now all this took place. 13 years in prison. I mean, you navigated those walls. You pretty much You were 17 when you went in, boss man Brewster. And,
31 when I came
and
out.
you were 31 years old when you came out. Life
Yes, sir.
after prison. How did that prison experience affect your mental health?
Oh, it affected it significantly. Uh, after experiencing prison, I think everybody who has ever been incarcerated has a sense of mental health issues that they deal with as far as the trauma and the many things that you deal with. I mean, you deal with watching guys wash their clothes in the same place you taking shit. You know, you dealing with watching guys. It's 50 of y'all in the shower, everybody naked. You dealing with watching guys just get beat up every day for no reason. Like the things that you subjected to watching and overlooking and understanding that it's a part of the culture of prison, it takes a while to kind of make the mental shift of knowing you're no longer subjected to that once you're free. It's something that'll carry and live with you throughout the duration of your lifetime.
Wow. Man, that's a profound statement. Washing clothes in the same place you take a dump. That's profound, bro.
No lies.
Yeah. All facts. Yeah. And having to see that, man, you got to be mentally strong in prison, boy.
That's an understatement. Not only mentally, emotionally, spiritually, as well as physically. You're going to need to be strong in all these areas and categories to successfully be able to navigate those waters.
Man, I listen to you speak, man. I've seen some videos of you speak, many videos of you speak, man. You have such wisdom. Did you read a lot in jail?
Yeah, I read heavily. I read now. But when I was incarcerated, I've read everything from politics, history, science, religion, economics, finances, you know, just different things that enhance my vocabulary, enhance my outlook on life. I didn't look at prison necessarily like prison as much as for me, I saw it as like I wanted to go to the military, but I didn't get a chance to. I wanted to go to college and I didn't get a chance to. So I turned prison into a college and military for me. I worked out twice a day. I took every class that the institution had and I read every book I could get my hands on.
Man, let me play this video right quick. I just want to play this for people who just need to see you other than what they see you now. Hold on one second.
There's going to come a time in your life when you reach your lowest point, where your friends are nowhere around. If you have family, they can't help you, and it seems like there's no light at the end of your tunnel. Now you're gonna feel defeated, but I'm gonna tell you right now today, not to give up. You see, when life seems like it's at its worst, you can't see the prosperity that is hiding right behind it. You can't look past the clouds and the storm that you're currently in. But you and I both know that whenever a storm is over, the sun always comes out. It brings light to a brand new day and countless opportunities. You just have to get through your storm. I'm here to tell you that everything you're going through in your life.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on, boy. Man, you just don't know what that video does for me, man.
Yeah.
Man, you man, see, you don't know. I worked in juvenile correction and in the prison system for a small period, more or less juvenile correction. And me talking to them young guys, encouraging them, motivating them, let them know, like, man, this is not it. It ain't over. It's it now, but this is not your rest of your life, man. And just and to happen to meet you, man. Man, this, oh my God. Come on, man.
This is what we do, man. That's one of the reasons why my testimony is so impactful, because I'm somebody that's really cut like that. I'm really from the culture. I really know the pain, the suffering, the sacrifices, the commitment. I really know what's all it entails and the many effects and faucets that those effects run down. I know that in real time and in real life. And so I'm able to jump in that hole with them and speak their language. I'm able to get down in that hole with them and
Like
show them how we're going to climb out of here.
Like a chameleon.
Yes, sir.
Man, look. So, man, when you got out of jail, man, and we're gonna come to all, but when you got out of jail after doing 13 years in the penitentiary, when you got out, how hard was it for you to avoid old friends and negative relationships?
So I like to tell people, you're not going to be able to avoid old friends. You're not going to be able to avoid negative
Why do you
relationships.
say that? I just want. I know you got, but why do you think that?
Because you're not. It's everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I say that you're not because you could have a negative coworker. How you gonna deal with it?
Yeah.
You can have a negative supervisor. How you gonna deal with it?
Mm-hmm.
Negative people, places, they everywhere. It's
Okay.
just about the response for me.
Okay. Absolutely. How you learn to cope with them? What are the things that?
Conflict,
Go ahead.
conflict resolution skills.
Comfort. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And this something you got to do a lot of self work in jail. You know, on the outs too though. Let me just be, like, because if you're not doing a lot of self work on the out, some of these things can lead you to a situation like jail.
Gonna lead you to a life sentence or to the graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, coming out of jail, now you out. Now you free as a bird, flying high. And you understand this knowledge that, you learning how to cope in your new environment, your old environment, which was all is known to you new now because you've been gone 13 years from it.
Correct.
Yeah. You out, man. Jail. I mean, not jail, but you looking to get a job or you looking to better your situation. How was it for you to find a job once you was out? Was it a
So
difficult process?
it was actually very easy for me because I didn't get out of jail with no expectations. So when I say expectations, once I received the job, I went on the job interview, they hired me. I remember coming home and telling my girl, like, man, baby, they gave me the job. She like, you, congratulations, that's good. She say, baby, how much they paying you?
Yeah.
I say, man, that's a good question. I was so excited to get the job, I never even asked them.
Yeah.
So I told you that to tell you that, for me, just obtaining any kind of employment was good for me. We have dudes that's getting out of prison with unrealistic expectations,
Right.
like they supposed to get out making $15, $20 an hour. And realistically speaking, you don't have an education, you work lack experience, you've been incarcerated for X amount of years. So we're really taking a chance on you. You're really a liability until proven to be an asset.
Yes,
So
sir.
the opportunity is what you're supposed to be happy about getting.
Was the job in Texas?
Excuse me?
Was it in Texas?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In Dallas, Texas.
So what's the hourly rate, if you don't mind discussing it?
I want to say from $7 to $8 an hour is a minimum wage. I came in at that range, but within 6 months, they was already bumping me up $14, $15 an hour. And that's because when I came through the door, they knew I was about business.
Yeah. You walked different. You didn't look like the rest of the guys they may have hired prior. You was just about that life.
And then let me say this too, Mike. I want to be great. So with that being said, that kind of changes the dynamics for guys like me because I'm telling you straight up that I want to be great. So I'm willing to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go to Africa.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go through standing in lines, filling out all this paperwork,
Right.
getting told no. I'm willing to do what the average is not.
Wow. That's what's up, man. So you worked this job. How long did you work this job?
Roughly
And what kind of
2
job
years.
was it, if you don't mind me asking?
It's called Atrium Windows and Doors. We made windows.
Oh, it was a warehouse.
It's a warehouse job, correct.
Okay.
I worked there. I started from the bottom, made my way up to lead supervisor within that 2 years. And by that time, I had done started getting mesmerized with the lifestyle that I was seeing my partner live. And to be honest, I thought he was selling dope. So when he told me that he didn't do nothing but drive trucks, I'm telling him, man, bro, you ain't got a lot of me, man. I know you doing more than some driving trucks. He say, nah, bro, this all I do is drive trucks. I drive locally. He say,
Oh,
man, I probably make about 1,500 to 2,000 a week. I say, what? He said,
mm.
yeah, I get that every week. Man, once I found that out, I went home, told my gal, baby, we need to get that CDL. It was up from there.
And with your, that was an easy kind of fix for you because with your enthusiasm and want to be great attitude, you was like on to that, huh?
Well, I'm not gonna say I was necessarily on to it. So I never aspired to be a trucker. I remember when my girl would come down there to visit me, and when she would tell me about truck driving, I would be laughing at her. Cause in my mind, a truck driver was a dude who weighed 400 pounds and could barely walk. So I'm telling her at the prison, man, baby, I'm a player, man. I don't drive no trucks.
You know 400 pounds.
Yeah, I'm like, baby, I'm a player, man. I don't drive no trucks. But once I make it home, and I'm seeing how my homeboy living, my homeboy got a candy red Camaro on forges.
Yeah.
Big chain, big watches. I'm
Yeah.
talking about he got every pair of shoes that come out. Like he looked like a dope boy. That's why I thought he was hustling.
Yeah.
But once I found out that them trucks was paying him like that, that's all it took for me.
It was over, huh? Game over.
Man, I saw the money that was involved, and I saw it was something I could do. I jumped on it. And the crazy part is, it took me 3 different times to get my CDL because the first 2 times I failed.
Right. How do you feel about failing it? I mean, like you didn't give up, so obviously you didn't. You felt like, hey man, I'm gonna pass this test.
So I didn't give up because I was already too knee deep in.
Oh yeah.
I tell people you got to put yourself on depth grounds to where it ain't no turning back. It's sink or swim.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you go in too deep, it's almost like now this is it. This gonna happen. This gonna
I gotta
happen.
see it all the way out. They give you 3 chances before you have to wait a year to start over. I need all 3 chances.
All 3 chances. Ain't that something? You know what, man? My only, bro, and that's another thing that we got in common. My only claim to fame, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the brightest. I went up to college and thank God I was able to play football in college and earn a degree. But my only claim to fame is that, oh my God, checked out. He'll be checking back in. He checked out, guys. Y'all gotta hold on for 1 second. I can't tell y'all my claim to fame until he get back because I want him to hear it. Yep. If y'all would, and if y'all could, let me just put this on for you for a second. Y'all hang tight, man. Just hang tight. Let me see what's going on with his audio. I mean his both audio and video. Give me 1 second, guys. Thank y'all for sticking around. 1 second here. Well, seems like he's back. 1 minute, good folks. Yes, sir. You hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't see you yet either. So your video may come on in a second. I don't know what happened last time for your video. Hold on 1 second. I got you. What now?
What we got going? What we got going on here, man?
We gonna hey man, hey, slow and steady win the race, baby. We good. That video gonna pop right on up in a second.
Man, I don't have no idea.
Yeah. Just that is crazy, right, kid? Hold on. Let me see. I feel him. Man, y'all stick and stay, baby. We good, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Let me go to the comment section, see what's popping in the chat right quick. Hey, Mike, I'm just tuning in. This guy went to prison reform that offers the CD. Yeah, that's him. He offers the CDL, man. Yes. Hello, everybody. Walmart pays well. It's wean time. Yes, sir. We having a little video issue, man, but we coming back. Y'all, hey, just stick and stay, man. Hold on with me. Hold on. Man, I tell you, man, you know, with technology and everything, it's when people not physically in the studio, it can pose an issue. It can. It can pose a pretty good issue. Boss man,
What's
you
good,
there?
bro? I'm here.
Yeah, man. I can hear you well, man. I heard you the first time. Just don't see see you.
I
Yeah.
know, man.
But we
I can
just
hear
gonna
you.
keep it
I can
rolling,
see
man.
you. I can see you.
Yeah,
I
you can
can
see
hear
me?
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we just keep it rolling there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, that hold on one second. Camera. Hold on. Nope. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
boy, say that devil.
That devil is busy, boy. Woo, that
He
devil.
busy.
But hey, you busy, devil. Hey, but I was what I was saying to you, man. My biggest claim to fame, like your video might just pop up, bro. It just might pop up. I don't know what's the reason. I got you here. I got you. Yeah. So
We'll see.
yeah, I know it could be annoying, man, but like I said, we knee deep in this now, so we can't stop. Yeah, we knee deep in, boy. So my only claim to fame, bro, is the fact that I never quit anything that I started. And I didn't realize that I had that quality in me. Until I look over my years of my life and I'm like, hey, Mike, you always was just, like that little engine that wouldn't quit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It didn't matter how difficult certain situations were. Uh, if I felt like I wasn't gonna accomplish those situations, I did, man. And I always had. So that's my only claim to fame, man.
Shit, it
Yeah.
sounds like a good claim to flame, you ask me.
Yeah, yeah, man. I am blessed in that situation, man. And I look back, I'm like, whoa, I remember, and I could talk about some things. It ain't my show though; it's yours. But I can talk about some things that I I know for a fact that if I would have stopped, I mean, I had a good reasons to stop at some point in time, but I kept on going anyway. So man, I want you on this camera for big reform, man, because that's where we are right now. Yeah. Hold on one second.
I got you, Mike. You cut out.
Yeah, no. I was just looking at the camera. I was trying to get your camera up. So, all right, let's keep on going though, bro. All right, big reform. That's where we are right now, man. Big reform.
Big
Let's talk about that.
reform.
Yeah. Brewster Logistics.
That's the trucking company.
That's the trucking company. So help me understand and compose all of it at one point in time. I mean, like, cause you got hot shot trucking,
Mm-hmm.
then you got Brewster Logistics.
Correct.
Okay, so how which is which under the umbrella of whom, I should say.
So Brewster Logistics is my actual trucking company that I run. Brewster Trucking is a course, or it's a group of individuals where I teach people how to start their own trucking company.
Okay, gotcha. And most of the people who you teach are people who apparently, I see you, who apparently,
There he is. We back in the
yes,
mix.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you in there like swimwear, boy. Hey, boy, see, this speaks to this man tenacity, his ability to keep on going.
We back in there.
He wasn't gonna let that thing defeat him. You know, won't stop. Oh, no did it. But anyway, so, bro, hot shot trucking. What's that? What is that?
So hot shot trucking is a dually truck. You might can see my sign in my office right here.
Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
So that's a 3500 with a 40-foot trailer on the back of it.
Wow. Okay.
So what I do is teach people how to start a hot shot trucking company. That's Brewster Trucking 101 for individuals who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to start their own, but they don't have the withal as far as the information, the knowledge, the how. Yeah. I have a class and a program where I teach that. Now, Brewster Logistics is actually my company that I built and run and deal with.
Okay. So, but both of these entities are geared to help people who were in prison.
So Brewster Logistics is built and geared towards helping individuals who've been incarcerated as far as employment, training them, showing them, hey man, you can drive trucks. Brewster Trucking is geared towards people who want to be entrepreneurs, guys who want to start their own business.
Absolutely. Okay. So, but big reform. Let's talk about that though. Big reform is a part of all that.
Yes, sir. That's the umbrella.
Okay. Big reform is the umbrella. Okay. All right. So, but let's also talk about you being a motivational speaker because you've been going in and out of these different places speaking to folks.
Correct. So big reform is about dramatic impact from the inside out, meaning I will always go into prison institutions to impact the culture. You know, I tell people some of the smartest, brightest guys I've ever met are incarcerated. Some of our peers with the most influence as far as being able to influence your son, your daughter, your nephew, those guys are in prison. Yeah. And today's inmate is tomorrow's neighbor, tomorrow's co-worker, tomorrow's employee. So that's what I mean when I say dramatic impact from the inside, meaning going back into these correctional institutions around the country and preparing them to be a part of society. That's big reform from the inside out. I say big reform because regular reform is not working. We've been having regular reform around for 50 years and it ain't did nothing. The recidivism rate is extremely high. So big reform is about we need dramatic impact, meaning immediately. That means if Brewster comes to your institution or to your facility and come speak, I'm bringing tangible tools and resources that can be applied today.
All right. Okay. Before we talk about tell me about this video right here.
So that's a maximum security prison that I visited in Texas.
Okay.
That's a maximum security women's prison in Texas.
And you spoke to those girls?
I spoke with them. Yeah, I spoke with them women and I donated copies of my book to each one of them.
Wow. Donated your book to each one of them?
To each one that was in attendance.
That's a lot of books.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, it is what it is. You give it. I mean, as much as you earn, you should be giving too. That's
you got to pay it forward. That's where your blessings come from.
That's where your blessings come from. I'm glad. Yeah, exactly. You know, yeah, definitely. And how was that speaking to that group of ladies? How was it? How was it for you and for them?
It's always super impactful because I tell women that I grew up visiting my mother in prison, and
Mm,
I'm someone that come from a dysfunctional household, and I watched my mother get turned out at the hands of wanting to be with this man or
yeah,
running
yeah.
behind this man, and allowing that situation to turn down the family structure.
Mm,
So anytime that I have the opportunity to speak inside of a women's maximum security prison or women in general, I always tell them the story of Vicky, who was my mother.
yeah. Wow. Mm. So you really kind of relate to the females, and they find you very relatable.
So I'm relatable to men and women that are incarcerated because, as stated, I'm really cut from that. I'm really a product of that. I tell people I'm not a victim of the system. I'm a product of it. I'm
Mm,
someone who has successfully navigated the waters of rehabilitation, and so I know what it takes to go back in and be able to connect with those men and women who also need that insight and that pivotal moment of change in their life.
mm. Yeah, boy, I tell you. Now, you also so you speak. It doesn't matter if you're speaking with females or males. The message still the same.
uh the message is still the same. The only time the message changes when I'm dealing with juveniles. And I have a saying, like right here on my t-shirt: stop giving little homies bad game. I explain to our juveniles that you'll be looking up and admiring a guy that really ain't shit.
Come on, man. You said it.
So I tell people, this dude, he shot somebody, or him being able to fight, those things do not qualify him to be the big homie. The big homie is the guy with the insight, the information, the wisdom, the knowledge, who can prevent you from making the mistakes that he already have. If he's not in a position to be able to do that, he is not the big homie.
Mm, start giving. Say that again. I mean, just say that again. Start giving.
Stop giving little homies bad game.
Well, that's in a nutshell. In a nutshell. So I want to play this video too. It's the last video. Well, I got one more I want to play to you. But I think these videos are so powerful because this is you in the core essence of what you stand for and what you're giving, man. This to me is so motivation and so impactful just to see you at work and understand you giving hope to people who are hopeless, were hopeless at one point in time, but they were able to see you as an example and say, hey, if Big Bro can do it, or Lil Bro, because some of these guys are older than you, if Lil Bro can do it, hey, I can do it too.
So my job is to ensure that you're able to see the best version of yourself, not me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And, hey, how do you get to that point though? I mean, you have to be like you have to be sort of a person to 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 not be as self-centered and able to take yourself out the equation more or less to talk about their intrinsic motivation to want to change.
So I always tell the homies, how is it that you willing to die for the set, but you won't live for your kids and your family?
Bingo. But you telling them, but you hurting them. You hurting them,
Uh,
man.
they say the truth hurts, so it may hurt a few feelings, but it's the truth.
God. Let me go to this video, man. This I like this video. I want to play it. So I don't think well, it's the best time to play it for me. Not that video. Did I hold on now? I got you here. There we go.
Hey, let me show y'all what real prison reform look like.
Okay.
Hold up. How much time you do?
13.
How much time you do?
20.
How much time you do?
33.
33. But
22 plus.
Okay. 25.
Okay. 25 and a half. Okay.
19.
Oh, that's the brisket over there.
Hey, man.
Okay.
that's it.
Oh, and 22.
And 22.
Plus one more.
Plus one more.
14.
How long you do out?
Come on, man. We're going to do it
14. So now we are all alive and free. We are out here being productive individuals. We not committing no crimes. And look at us. This is real prison reform right here. Us coming together doing something productive.
That's
Allahu
what.
Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Let me take this thing off, man. You there, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So that was
amazing.
me and a bunch of the brothers came together. We fasted together out here one year, and that was what you call an Eid. So while we was all in there, it just dawned on me, man, it's over 100+ years of incarceration in here.
Yes.
And we in here doing the right thing. Everybody got jobs. Everybody got families. Nobody committing crimes. So I just wanted to make that video. And it's crazy because I didn't know that video was going to go viral. That was just something that I was making for me and my partners.
And that video went viral for you?
Yes, sir.
I didn't even know it went viral.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. That's the video that really kicked things off for me as far as on my social media sites.
Whoa, man. Amazing, man. Hey, and man, God is good, man. Yes. Yeah. For you to be in one point in your life, to be able to be where you are today, man. Hey, it's a testament, man. It's a testament. So now, will you talk about how the correctional system itself has responded to big form?
As far as our correctional institutions?
Yeah, man, because I'm understanding that you are one of the most sought out individuals to come to speak with inmates that are incarcerated.
Well, the reception as far as that go, you know, when I walk inside them trenches, man, I come to bring about impact. I don't go in there to, you know, build friends and relationships. I go in there to bring about change. And so you got guys that's in those institutions full of drugs, full of anger, violent. So they bring somebody like me in with the real lived experience who can speak the language and who can really connect with them.
Yeah. And like the same thing, you're speaking to those girls, man, the young ladies. I'm sorry, they young ladies. The same thing you do with the guys too. You come there with a mission to change lives. You come in there with the attitude to say, hey man, this ain't no joke. This is what either you gonna die in jail or you gonna get your tail up, get motivated, and stop making excuses for A, B, and C. Cause I'm one of those people. I could have easily made the same choices that you made. I did, but I could easily keep making those choices.
Correct.
But I didn't. And I'm not, because it's a good life if you want it. So I'm assuming that's some of your message, though.
Well, that's a part of it, but my biggest thing is that you don't have to commit crimes to live wonderful. We was raised to believe the only way to be successful is through the streets. I'm here to debunk that and be the proof and the evidence that that's a lie. You can go get a job, get good credit, get you a nice family, get a good woman, and live a wonderful life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, you also are doing prevention work with juveniles.
Correct.
Can you talk about that for a minute? And why? Why prevention with juveniles?
Well, the juveniles is more of a sore spot for me. I lost my brother when he was 16. I grew up in juvenile. I grew up going to different placement centers and things like that. So I understand what our youth are really dealing with and what they up against as far as being easily influenced, impressionable, want to be down.
Yeah.
Those are the things that lead to the criminal behavior, and those are the things that lead to them, ultimately succumbing to that type of lifestyle. That's where it come from. Wanting to be down, wanting to be a part of the it crowd, and not
Yeah.
necessarily having the strength or the support system rather that allows them the support system that allows them to grow into that confidence to be able to tell their partners no, or to grow into that confidence to want to go and tackle life on head on versus wanting to join a gang or selling dope the easy fast way, not knowing it's fast money, but it's a fast way to jail too.
Yeah. When you think about being a juvenile, which you were when you first went to prison, man, maybe was it a difficult if if somebody could have said something to you to change your mind or what do you think you needed at that particular time to say, hey, I don't need these streets?
I needed a role model, somebody that I looked up to and respected.
Yeah.
So
That wasn't a
everybody,
drug dealer.
yeah,
Or
everybody told me to do the right thing, but didn't everybody show me what
yeah,
the right thing was? Telling me to do something and showing me to do something is two different things.
yeah,
They
yeah,
told me to do right, but tomorrow morning my mama gonna be up getting high in the living room.
yeah, yeah,
They told me to do right, but tomorrow when I go outside, everybody got on Jordans except me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So just positive peers and role models in your life that not telling you to do well, but they're not setting a good example.
So positive role models is cool, but you need in positive. I won't say positive role models. I'm gonna say role models in designing you to be who you want to be. So
Mm-hmm.
little baby don't need to be your role model if you don't want to be a musician and you don't want to be a part of the entertainment industry. You have to find somebody that's gonna be a role model to fit who you want to be in life. So
Yeah,
I think every little kid should find somebody to look up to.
yeah. Mm. All right, man. Big reform. Where you see this thing in 10 years, man?
In 10 years, we should have been done penetrated every correctional institution in the country. We should also have uh, a dynamic reentry program that allows individuals on the outside as well as the inside to be able to come and get mentorship and guidance. And by then it should be a well recognized national brand in the impact of changing lives.
Mm. Well, you got layers to this thing,
Oh yeah, it's levels to it.
levels to this thing. Yeah, yeah. Um, what do you feel about the progress today?
Granted, I think we've made tremendous progress from the standpoint of the connections and relationships. I know a lot of people with great ideas, bright ideas, but if you don't have access to the rooms to where your ideas can even be presented and heard, what good is your bright idea?
Man, that's very profound, man, because you got to have access to people.
Without the access to the decision makers, without the access of being able to make the connections to where your idea can even begin to flourish, without those things, you just one of millions with a bright idea.
Absolutely. So, my friends Manny Alvarez and um, who else? All of my friends in the corrections, man. You know, I'm already reaching out to some of them right now as we speak. We need to have this guy in there speaking to these young men and women that are in juvenile corrections and also prison systems. man, because his work is proven to be effective. He's changing lives. He's doing it. We see it. I've seen it. I'm a big fan of it. And we need to definitely get Mr. Bossman Brewster in these doors, man, in these walls. So now, recently, I saw you being recognized in Indianapolis.
So in Indiana, they have Kedron Brewster Day.
Man, what sparked that, man?
So I work with a nonprofit up there. It's called Trusted Mentors with a young lady named Christina Weathersby. And she's the lady who orchestrated and put everything together. And the mayor, Hagnott, he saw fit for me to be able to be recognized in such an esteemed way due to just really the impact that they see I bring to the table. And they just wanted to get behind it. Indiana is a second chance city, Indianapolis.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
second chance city.
Awesome.
So yeah, they just wanted to go ahead and lay that foundation, lay that mark on the big reform being a part of what they trying to put down in their community.
Man, that's awesome, man. Let me play this for you. Last video.
Indiana, Indianapolis, I want to send a big shout out. Kedron Brewster Day. This is what you call big reform. Don't let them say we can't change. Let me show you the power of.
Man, what that mean to you, though? I mean, come on, man. A kid locked up since 17 years old, losing half his family while he's incarcerated. You know, spending time in jail, man, reflecting. You know, just trying to find himself. And now they have a day in Indiana.
It's just a testament of the power of God, the power of transformation when you really get serious and get focused on doing something with yourself. You know, anytime I'm recognized and acknowledged in such a manner, it just motivates me and inspires me. You know, I was somebody that would have killed, died for the sake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why I can't kill and die for righteousness and doing right?
Yeah. That's what it is now. Why can't it? That's what you're doing. So yeah, you don't switch the gears up. You know,
Yes, sir.
Using it on the left, now you're on the right. So yeah, so hey, you're gonna die for what? You're gonna die for big reform. That's what it is.
Well, I want to be able to leave. I want to be able to leave my family, my daughter, a legacy and a name that they can forever stand on and carry long after I'm gone.
Bro, let me tell you this, man. You are doing it. And you already have laid the groundwork for that. The only thing that you need to do, well, I won't even see need. The only thing that I would like for you to do is just keep on going. Because
I so appreciate you, Mike.
Yeah, bro, because the only way, my whole thing is the only way that these things won't happen for Bossman Brewster if he quit and stop. But if he keep moving forward, man, doors gonna open. Everything. I mean, like everything you ever wish for and desire is gonna be right there for you. But the only way it won't happen if you quit. That's it. I see.
Well, luckily for me, this doesn't seem like work. It's a passion and a purpose for me. So it's something that I'll continue to be doing long as I'm walking the earth.
Bro, God gave you that gift. Now you're using it. That's all I'm saying. And when you know, like when your job doesn't feel like a job, oh man, you walking in your purpose.
Oh yeah, this ain't even a job for me, man. This my purpose. This is where I get my fulfillment from. Yeah. I tell people I've been getting money, you know. I had my own trucking company for years. So it's not about the money as much as it's about the impact for me. The impact is everything. The money is secondary.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Come on, man. So, man, let's get in. Anything that you want to leave with the people before we leave? Because I got a couple fast questions I'm gonna ask you. They fun, fast questions.
Really, the only thing I like to lead the people is to man, get behind us and support us. Support what we putting down for the culture. Support us by either going to our big reform merch store, subscribe and liking to our YouTube. You know, support comes in many ways, in many facets and ways. So whichever one you feel comfortable with, but we want the support of the streets.
That's it. That's it. So I will send me that link, man, so I can post that link to your merch store on there, and I'll post your other links to your pages too, man. Because this is how we got to get behind people that are doing a good work for the, you know, for others, man. Because this is what it's all about: doing good work for others, being a change agent. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. And when you support it, that's what you're doing. All right. Got a couple fun questions for you before I let you go.
I'm listening to you,
Man,
Mike. I'm sending you this link.
Yeah, good. What is your favorite things to do when you're not working? I know it doesn't seem like work, but what are some of the things that you like to do when you're not working? He'll be back. Man, y'all, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to get through this interview or conversation. I don't like to call these things interviews because I like to conversate. That's it. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Give me a minute. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning into Real Talk with Mike Steele, man. Y'all can catch me every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I will be adding another show on Thursday, but right now, we're just doing it on Tuesdays. You know, I'm just getting my feet wet again, coming back, doing this thing. But I thank you all for your support, all the things that you do for us here at Real Talk with Mike Steele is very appreciative. So just keep supporting, do whatever you can. Like the page, tell a friend about the page. Go to my personal profile, Mike Steele, like it too. Go to my YouTube, like it. And I appreciate it, man. We looking for all the help that we can get. So just keep doing what we're doing. So, but I appreciate it too. And thank you for liking the videos that I post, following the videos. It's appreciative. Trust me. I'm waiting for my guy to get back in. So 1 second, guys. In the comment section, man, do you have anybody that you know that would like to be a guest on the show? Drop their name in the comment section. Author, motivational speaker, teacher, principal, preacher, anybody that you think will be a good guest on my show, drop it in the comment section. Or if you want to, email me at that used to be my email, MikeSteeleShow@gmail. MikeSteeleShow@gmail. I will put that in the comment section. Mike, M-I-K-E, Steele, S-T-E-E-L-E, show@gmail. Make sure you do that for me. Yeah, brother, you're back, baby.
Man.
It's all good. We don't let nothing stop us. Nothing can stop us. I was talking while I'm used to talking by myself, so I was talking while you were coming in. I will put my email in the comment section, guys, in a second here. But yeah, go check me out. All right, so what are your favorite thing to do when you're not when you're not working?
I would say hang out with my daughter and my girl.
Okay, hang out with the family.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay. All right. On your way home today, your drive home, what were you listening to?
Actually, today on my way home, I was listening to music wise or podcast wise.
Either or. Either or. I mean,
So I was actually listening to a podcast by Jim Rohn.
Jim Rome. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Now, do you have any hidden talents that we don't know about, that the people don't know about?
uh, I don't think I do. Well, yes, I do. I have a hidden talent as far as being able to connect with individuals in a unique manner.
Okay. So your ability to connect with folks.
Yes, sir.
That is a good skill. You know, everybody don't have that skill now. Yeah.
I
Well, you
know
do.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody that skill is it's an awesome skill to have. So what is one pet peeve? You can give one pet peeve that you don't like.
All that crime.
From whom? From who? Keenan? Oh boy. God dog it. He go. Oh man. All that crime. Yeah. Now, to me, I'm okay with women crying. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. I can even deal with men crying, but I can't deal with whining. And just feeling sorry for yourself and just, I can deal with it to a certain degree, but if you crying or whining, let's say whining, all the time and you're not doing anything to correct the reason why you find yourself whining, to me that's crazy. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it. Either you're gonna change your situation or not. And if you're not changing your situation, don't come around me whining. I don't want to hear it because you have the ability to change your situation. You have life. That's what I'm saying. You have life in your lungs. You're breathing. When you living, either you making at least start making preparations to change your situation. That's a start. But having no plan to change the situation and you're whining, you giving up on life. You already given up. Guys, my guy, you back? I saw you. I didn't hear you come back, but I saw you. We almost at the tail end of this. We got a couple more seconds, guys. But like I said, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure, let me put my email in this thing. If you know anyone that wants to be a guest, you can email me or drop the comment in the comment section. I'll be greatly appreciative. Real show. Real Mike Steele Show at gmail.com. Yes, sir.
There we go.
There we are. No pressure, no pressure. It is what it is. All right, man. We had to tell in this thing anyway. So you said pet peeve of yours is whining and crying. Crying.
Us crying about it ain't finna change that them bills still do.
Ooh, them bills coming in, boy.
Yeah.
They coming. Them bills ain't stopping from nobody.
Them bills ain't stopping.
No, I'm talking about they coming. Yes. Now, what is your deepest regret if you have one?
My deepest regret is my mother never being able to see the man that I became.
Well, I told you we related.
Mike said, I told you we related.
I told you we are related. Boy, I tell you, one of my biggest regrets is my grandmother didn't live to see me become this person that I am today.
Yeah.
Someone that is, productive citizen, raising a family, business owner, providing for myself, providing other opportunities for people.
Correct.
Those are big things, man. And these are things that we should be doing as a race of people in our communities, is providing opportunities that probably wouldn't be available.
Correct. Mike, how do I respond to some of these comments?
Man, just go to the comment section if you can.
Every time I do it, kick me out.
Oh, that's what it's doing? God, that's probably what your issue is. I didn't know that.
I want to leave a young lady my information so she can bring me to her facility. But you got my email, so you can leave my email on there.
Yeah, I just, hold on, let me go. I just dropped your email in the comment section. Hold on, let me look. Let me see. What's her name? Let's go
I'm
through
scared to touch it every time I touch the phone.
Okay, let me go through it right quick. Okay, how can I get you to come speak to our facility? I literally just spoke to my supervisor about getting you to come to G. Okay, that GO is down in. That's down in South Bay, Florida. Yeah, that's down not too far from where I'm from. Yeah. Hold on one second, and I want to connect you to one of the assistant wardens. A matter of fact, when we hang up, I'm gonna give you his number. Yeah. Hold on one second. So, Miss Condra McKinney, how you doing today? Hey, I'm gonna reach out to you after this show. She know me personally, so I'm gonna give her your email and what else. You want me to give her your number too?
Yeah. I think she works for GO Group.
Yeah, GO Group. Yeah, GEO. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They a private prison, but I want to see what we can figure out.
Yeah, no doubt. So I do that. Miss McKinney, when I hang up, I'll be when the show is over. It's pretty much over now, so I'll reach out to her and connect all of us in a conversation. Man, hey, bro, man, I appreciate what you're doing, man. I'm a big fan. You already, this is the second time you and I spoke, and every time, man, I learned so much. The last time we talked, it was like more of a 15-minute because it was on my radio show. But it went on a podcast like we are now. But man, I appreciate you, man. I think you're doing a great job for the community, for the culture. And Scott, I already know sky's the limit for you. In 10 years, I see you doing something. Hopefully, I can be able to get you on my show in 10 years.
Come on now. I'm gonna get on the show for Mike, man.
Yeah, hey, you'll start acting brand new on me. I'm like, man, look at this man. No, I'm just kidding, bro. But no, man, I'm proud of you, man.
I appreciate
it. You younger than me. I'm proud of you. All the things that you've gone through, and you up on top now, and that's the way you're gonna keep it.
I appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do all I can, man. You got my word. I'm gonna do everything that I can to link you with people that I know, so you can further spread this message that's gonna help young people and older people too, not just young.
Yes.
All people. Let's just say that.
Yes, sir.
In general, man, help people get out the rut that they're in and start living life, meaningful life with money in their pockets. That's all we need. That's life anyway, if you ask me. We make a little bit of money, give a little bit back, and just and thank God for what we have, and then we transition. I'm sorry, that's life though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, man, partner, hey, it's good talking with you, man. Hey, let people know how they can connect with you.
I'm on all social media sites, Bossman Brewster. It should have a blue check. If it does not have a blue check, Adrian Brewster to verify, that means it's a scam page. I have a blue check. I would never be asking you about Bitcoin, crypto, or nothing along those lines. It should be Kedrian Brewster, Bossman Brewster with a blue verified check. Man, lock in with the culture. Let me show y'all these real lived change.
That's it, man. Y'all, man, go and do that ASAP. Lock in with my guy and just, hey, tell a friend that may not know who he is. We know a lot of people that's incarcerated from where we from. Hey, link up. This is what we're talking about. And I do my part as I told you and as I will. We locked in together anyway because I don't see it no other way. You my brother now, my little brother.
You
And my
know we
goal,
locked in, Mike.
yeah, and my goal is to definitely help in any way I can. I'm a change. I consider myself a change agent. You know, mental health provider. I've been doing social services for 20 years, and this is what we do, man. So, Kendrick, man, it's been a blessing to talk with you again, brother.
Man, it's love, Mike. You already know we locked in, man. You know, I'm about action. I ain't with all that talking. I want to get active. Let me inspire and change and motivate.
Absolutely, man, and that's what in my eyes, that's what you do, and that's what you're gonna continue to do, man. God built you for this, man.
You better know it.
He built you for this. All the stuff that you went through, all the stuff that you that prepared you to be this person today, it was meant to go down like it went down.
Yes, sir. In that exact order.
Yeah, that order. And now you are a human steamroller, rolling over everything again. You know what I'm saying? So man, hey man, I love you, man. And you're doing big things. So I'm gonna let you go. I can talk all day, man, but I appreciate your time and thank you for dropping by, man.
Man, I appreciate you, Mike. You boys stay up.
All right, my brother. Hey, I'm finna do that thing in a minute. We out of
Okay.
here. All right, thank you, man. Hey guys, man. Hey, you already seen it, man. Man, it's been a powerful show, man. Thank y'all, man, for just dropping by, spending time with me. I'm on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Eastern Time, that will be 8 o'clock. Man, y'all just drop by, show me some love, and support what I do, too. Go and like my page. I'm looking to speak with people that may be motivational speakers, teachers, educators, preachers, anybody in the community that wants a voice, that has something to talk about. Hey, y'all, email me or you can drop messages on my videos, comment, what have you. But I thank y'all, man, for dropping by, tuning in, and thank y'all because if it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be no me. And I always leave the show with this, man. Look in the mirror and ask yourself this one question: are you part of the problem or part of the solution? This is Real Talk with Mike Steele. I'm out until next Tuesday. Keep it real. See y'all later.